Wealth Beyond Measure Outlander, welcome back to another episode of the Morrowind Let's Play. We've just slept and had some food, and I did some writing in the journal. Although I will read that out in another episode. I'm going to do a journal episode later, but I'll just read that out. So today, basically, yesterday Caius told us, sod off, go and get some experience, learn how to survive in Morrowind. And that's our plan, basically. We're going to go and buy some armor and maybe join a guild or two for work, and then yeah, we're going to go do all those quests that we get from whatever guilds we join. I'm planning, I'm thinking probably Fighters and Thieves, Fighters and Mages Guild. Probably, yeah, probably those two. Although, first of all, I want to find somewhere that's going to sell me a set of armor. I've got one specific sort of armor in mind that I want this character to wear, that I feel really fits Priscilla. If you've looked at the thumbnail, odds are you probably know what armor I'm looking for. The issue is that... there it is. It can be a real pain in the ass to get hold of. Because very few merchants actually sell it. It's quite a rare armor. And it's, interestingly enough, despite being quite a rare armor, stats-wise, it's really nothing special. It's barely better than... It's not even better than chitin, I don't think. It just looks cool, so I like using it. We don't need two sets of gloves. That's a bit silly. I believe that we have a full set of it now. How about if you give me that for 100 gold? Thanks, mate. Yeah, and this is this is what we look with our armor on. How we look, sorry, with our armor on. I quite like it. I do want to find a shirt that's going to fill in that the arms, but I think it looks pretty decent on us. Yeah, suits Priscilla quite well, I think. I believe there's a clothier here as well that can sell us a better shirt. Yeah, outfits, that's it. Is it, how do you say it? Is it clothier or clothier? I've never figured it out.
Yes.
Yes. But, do you have a decent-ish shirt to sell me, perhaps? A long-sleeved one, I'd hope. Oh, he sells, like, all sorts as well. He sells, like, tents and everything, too. That's sick. Okay. I didn't realise that. Okay, cool. Maybe this shirt's better. Yeah, that's better. Perfect. Thank you. Wonderful. Okay. And now that we're, like, decently outfitted, we're geared to fight, we're gonna go join the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild, and we're gonna join them, basically. Not much more to it than that, we're gonna join them. Mages Guild. Let's join Mages Guild first. I don't know why Priscilla randomly goes bold as we enter structures. I don't get that, but sure. You looking for me? You want to join the Mages Guild? Yes. You look like the sort we could use in the Mages Guild. Will you take the Mages Oath and join the guild? What is the Mages Oath? Before many duties assigned to you by the masters of the guild, learn from them and grow strong. Always share your knowledge freely with other guild members. Never strike or steal from another guild member. Does this appeal to you? Fingers crossed about this. Do every job. We're not gonna perform any duty. Sorry, we're not gonna do every single job we're given, because if I find something like is against Priscilla's sort of like moral fibre or whatever, I'm not gonna do it. But for the most part, sure. You're now a member of the Mages Guild. Welcome, associate. When you're ready, you can ask for duties to perform, and once you're ready, you can ask me about advancement in the guild. Wonderful, thank you.
Is there something I can do for you?
Take these books. They're not particularly, like, valuable or interesting, but not bad. Duties. Don't have any duties for an associate. Speak with me again when you have proven yourself. In the meantime, speak with Ajira. I believe she may have some small tasks for you. And she's not wrong. Ajira has some very, like, menial sort of grunt work, basically. Which, I mean, it makes sense. We're a grunt in the Mages Guild. We don't have the skills to do anything particularly impressive right now. Like, we can probably barely cast a fireball with 30, 30 discretion. So your name is Priscilla, and you're new here in Balmora. Well, my name is Astidelaine, and I don't mind answering questions. I have nothing on my mind right now. And if I start to bore you about Morrowind lore, you just let me know. Morrowind lore? The Ashlanders worship their ancestors. Ashlander tribes are led by the Ashcan war chiefs and are guided by the wisdom and prophecies of their wise women. Okay. Not entirely sure how relevant that is, but thanks, I guess. Ooh, targeted poison spell. That's probably not awful, actually, to get hold of. What spell do we want? I think we want to get this Frostbite here. Frostbite is it's more like universally useful than Firebite.
Interesting.
Because obviously Morrowind, the province of Ash, there's like ash everywhere, monsters and all that sort of stuff. Things are going to be like immune to fire. Hello, buddy.
What Khajiit do for you?
What brings you to Ajira's shop? Do you want duties from Ajira? Do you want the local brews or help in a fight, or some Telvanni bug mask, or a way to reach the high places? I'm here about duties, actually. Yes, Ajira has duties for you. Before Ajira can be a journeyman in the Mages Guild, Ajira must study local mushrooms. To finish Ajira's report, Ajira needs samples of Luminous Rusula, Violet Caprinus, Bungler's Bane, and Hythe Fasaya. Ajira knows you can find all of these on the Bitter Coast. The easiest way is to go south along the River Odai, till you see a wooden bridge across the river, get out of the river there, and find a path west over the hills. Yeah, I never understood why it says to get out of the river. You don't need to go along. You don't need to go in the river. You can get there perfectly dry, but I mean, sure. Okay. So Luminous Rusula, Violet Coprinus, Bungler's Bane, and Hythe Fasaya. Okay, just telling us some basic info about them. I think we already know. Do we actually have all of those already? Hythe Fasaya, Bungler's Bane, Luminous Rusula, and Violet Coprinus. We have them all, yeah. I mean,
yes, what is
we have them all. Might as well just give it to them right now, right? Although, this is our personal stash. We want to keep this. So we're going to go and pick us some new ones, basically. I know it's contrived. I just want an excuse to explore, basically. I know I'm terrible, I know. And another quest. You got another quest with me in here. So we might not be a typically traditional sort of Fighters Guild character, you know, light armor, bows, and, you know, using short blade. But my logic is that, like, we're still fighting, right? Even if we're fighting, like, maybe a more skirmishy sort of way, we're still fighting. So I can imagine them taking us on. Well, speaking of Imperium, what do you want? Are you here to join the Fighters Guild? You look like you can take care of yourself. Before I sign you up, you might want to look at the Fighters Guild Charter. Are you ready to sign up now? Read the Charter. Your duties are to your lords and brethren. In all ways, proceed with honour and value. Keep a keen and watchful mind and never succumb to the craven tricks of the weak. As a member, you are permitted to use items in our equipment chest. It is traitorous to fight or thieve from other members of your guild. If you break these rules, you must speak with at least a warder of the guild to redeem your standing. Do you feel you can uphold these simple ideals? You bet. You are now Priscilla, the associate in the Fighters Guild. Work hard, fellow warders. You do just fine. Seek me out if you feel you are ready for advancement. What orders do you have? I have a very simple contract to end an infestation of cave rats. You might be able to handle it. Go to Dorena Thalis' house at Tyrion Balmora, along the river on the east side. Ask her where the rats are coming from. Kill the rats and get your payment from Dorena Thalis. Report back to me once you've taken care of this.
I take it you want something.
No.
Well, what is it?
Well, what is it? Iron arrow. All these potions. All this lovely helm that we're definitely going to wear. 100% going to wear this for the entire playthrough. And I can't put it back in there, can I? So I've just took this out and I can't get rid of it. That's not what I want to do. I want to chuck it on the ground. Well, actually, I want to chuck it on the thing. Perfect. Wonderful. So it seems this this little quest to go and kill these rats is going to be it's the closest one, so we'll go do that first. You are warm. Good. I'm not sure if that's a glitch with my equipment, but I'm not sure that there's meant to be 2 sets of pauldrons. I don't really mind it though. I think it looks quite cool. I don't think that's how it's meant to look, is it? But I don't know. I don't really care too much. So this is Jorana Thalis' house. Hello, Dunmer.
What is this regarding Cyrodiil?
Are you the one they sent to take care of the cave rats? These rats are such a nuisance. I'm worried they'll eat all my pillows. You like pillows, don't you, Priscilla? Oh, anyway, I've got one trapped in my bedroom there, and the other 2 are in my storage area upstairs. Rats, that is, not pillows. Here's the key for that door. There are at least 3 of them. I hope they haven't gotten into my good pillows. Yeah, so this lady, her whole thing is pillows, basically. It's really bizarre, but yeah, is what it is. We're gonna get spell ready. Yes, we did just nearly get KO'd by a rat. Yeah, starter enemies in this game are no joke. If you're not particularly on the ball, they can kill you. So that's something to always look out for, basically. Okay, guess we're gonna quick save before we go on here. Yep. Just want to work out. I think it's going to be worth coming back up here later to get some of this stuff. Because, like, logically, she's going to, like, know if we nick all this right now, right? A bit of gold going missing. Or she might not even know the gold's up here. Oh, this is just full of pillows. I don't want to steal while we're on the job, because it's going to be pretty obvious that we nicked it, so I want to not do that. Hello. Well, no, Priscilla, you're back again. What can I do for you this time? Kind of interesting outlander like you in some little Morrowind lore. Worn out weapons and armor work poorly. Repair them yourself. You have some skill, or take them to us. If you have them some skill, or take them to a smith for repair. That's not really Morrowind lore, but sure. And the rats, they're all gone. I'll take your word that the cave rats are dead. Take these 100 septims. It's what I agreed to pay the Fighters Guild. Nice.
What happened to you, Outlander?
What happened to you?
You should find healing.
Yeah, I mean, I just got in a fight with the rats you asked me to kill. What do you mean, what happened to me? Silly gunman. It is a beautiful day in Balmora. Barely any clouds in the sky, gorgeous sun that just blinded me. Oh. Oh. I believe this is MGEXE sky variations that makes the skies unique every day. It's a really good mod, I definitely recommend it.
I can't help you. Get healed elsewhere.
I don't want your help. Leave me alone.
Do you need something?
Not particularly, no. Yeah, for orders, advancement, associate, orders. Cave rats. So you killed the rats, Priscilla. Not bad for you. Are you ready for more orders? Yes, sure. A local egg mine has problems with egg poachers, and you're going to solve these problems. Egg poachers. Yes, egg poachers. It might sound silly, but those Kwama eggs are among the few things worth exporting from this nasty little province. Drambiro, the owner of Shulk Egg Mine, wants to make an example of these thieves to keep other miners from getting funny ideas. The egg poachers, Sevilla Othan and Daniel Valas, are former egg miners and long-time local troublemakers. You can handle that, can't you? Report back when the poachers are dead. And the egg mine? The mine is a short distance southwest of Balmora, in the bluffs west of the Odai River. The old suspension bridge across the Odai is just southeast of the main entrance. Follow the river south Balmora until you see the bridge overhead. You are not afraid of a little swim, are you? Again, like, why is it with asking us to swim? Luckily, we've actually already been to where she's asking us to go.
What is it?
So I'm going to switch these arrows to those ones, because they look better. Question is, what should I do in the meantime, actually? I've got 90 heather on me. Alright, we'll have to get rid of some of that later.
Get healed elsewhere.
I have a mod as well that actually lets me buy property basically in cities and stuff. So I could buy like a house over there-ish, I think, in Balmora, and a bunch of other places basically. I'm not sure how useful that's going to be, but I think it'd be nice to have like a permanent home somewhere. I mean, before we are established in the great houses and such. I mean, we probably should have also bought a better dagger because this one doesn't really cut it. Teehee. You are hot. Wow, it's warm out. Like, that is just so gorgeous, isn't it? The mushrooms and everything reflecting off the water. It's such a minor thing, right? But I don't know. Look, Morrowind is, I'm gonna probably say something a bit edgy here, a bit of an edgy take. Morrowind, I think if effort was put into the Morrowind engine, it could make like some of the most beautiful games ever made. I think it already does in terms of like its art style that carries Morrowind's visuals right now. But like, I wish they'd stuck with the sort of gameplay and stuff that they use for Morrowind. I don't know. I don't know enough about game development to really say how good or bad this engine is, but it's beautiful when it wants to be, you know. And it's got like some of the best water physics I've seen. Especially in the Elder Scrolls, but in other games too. Admittedly, I don't play many other games, but yeah. And of course, it's bloody raining. Let's ask these fellas about.
From where do you hail?
I'm mining the shellcake mine, but I'm getting some fresh air. Egg poachers. We haven't seen Sevilla, Othon, or Daniel Rebalas, but our eggs keep disappearing, and they know the place. Easy for them to get in and out. Stay out of sight. Trade. I'm a miner. Usually here on Vardenfell, being a miner means you're an egg miner. Scrib jerky and scrib jelly, Kwama eggs and Kwama cottle are the basis of our Vardenfell economy. Yes, there are more valuable resources we take from mines: raw ebony, raw glass, dreg wax, daedra skin, daedra heart, diamond ash, salt, and so forth. And that's good work too, but it's the egg miners that feed Morrowind and bring cash from all over the Empire. Scrib jelly. Scribs are little baby Kwamas. We shuck the shells, crush the flesh into a jelly. It doesn't taste bad, it's filling. Takes a while getting used to the texture though. And scribs. Scrib are a late larval form of the Kwama. Crushed scribs produce a nutritious but sour tasting gelatin with modest magical property that the natives eat with gusto. Interesting. I wonder if I can have some of this. Oh, thanks guys. They didn't mind me eating some of their soup. Wonderful. Quite nice of them. I'm gonna sneak. And also drink a... Oh well. So I'm not gonna take these Kwama eggs because... Same reason we didn't take everything from Jarena Thalis' house. It'd be known that we've done it. Sorry about the pow pow pow. I'm trying to like wait for my my ring to be charged and then use it. I'm only sneaking around here just to just in the case we find a Quama Forager. I'd rather put it down from stealth with a bow and arrow than get into a fight with one of them. Because I mean, if you can get into a... If you can avoid getting into a fight that can like potentially end in you losing health and stuff, it's probably best to. Wonderful. Yeah, our knife skill isn't anything special right now, which kind of sucks, but is what it is, you know. You gotta start somewhere. Oh, hello, buddy. Okay. Sorry about that, I didn't mean to yawn. Hello, little one. I believe we've got a mod that makes it so that, certain enemies won't trigger combat music, because, like, realistically, a Quama's just nothing, right? It's not even worth starting the combat music over. And I've got a mod that basically makes it, it's like, sort of more like how, like, in Skyrim, like a skeever won't even, trigger your combat music. And mudcrab, stuff like that. I don't know, I find that more immersive. It's better than having, like, the track stop every 10 seconds, you know, because a Quama Forager 200 feet away decided to take interest in us, you know? I find it interesting that the big Quamas aren't bothered about us killing the foragers, given that they're like their larval forms, they're babies basically. But I mean, they don't care, and I'm not going to complain about that because this mission would be a lot harder if they did care. A lot harder. Scripts don't give a fuck either. Interesting. From the right, it's around this corner here. There it is. That's the entrance. So we're going to get the frostbite out, because if I remember correctly, they're both Donma. And they're going to like take no damage from the fire. So. I don't know if I missed or not then. I'll be honest.
There is no
Oh, please
escape.
don't fail casting the spell. No, 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 no. Oh, they rob our ass now. We need to, Still match.
Ow!
I'm so fucking dead.
Ow!
Yep. Yeah, Morrowind's combat's no joke. If they want you dead and you're not particularly skilled in your skills and you miss maybe a hit or two here and there, you can just lose any fight. It's kind of the charm of the game. Fights are actually like somewhat tense, you know. They're also quite short, right? Like sponginess isn't really an issue in Morrowind. Because, well, fights end in 10 seconds for either side, basically. So, like, you don't have to worry about sponginess because one of you is dead before sponginess becomes a factor, basically. For the most part. It doesn't always work out that way, but it usually does. Oh, you're... I didn't mean to hit him. I feel like the whole hive's going to be on me now. Hopefully not, though. I meant to hit this little bastard, but it wasn't meant to be. So these eggs I'm going to take, because logically they probably won't even take them anyway. You know, egg poachers are down here. It's going to be assumed they took them. Hey, buddy. It'd be great if you would, like, die, but... Wonderful. I'm gonna drink a Restore Magic potion as well, because we've got a human around the corner. Ah, human. Mer. I believe that up there is the queen. Yeah, I can just see her through the darkness. You guys probably can't. Actually, I'll... as given that's a consideration I have to worry about now, actually. I have to worry about visuals and how you can see. And, like, YouTube downgrading. Oh, okay. Yes, that was 4 hits in a row. Yes, it did, like, at best, a quarter of his health. Maybe a fifth. The Ancestor Ghosted, I think. No, Ancestor Protection. Can I please stop fucking up the spell? Oh! That was a bit scary, I won't lie. I failed the cast like 4 times in a row, though. Alright, let's just... Okay. I do believe that we've emerged victorious and we've done our duty. Okay, we're also over in combat, which sucks. Yeah, I'll just drop a Quam egg. Wonderful. Hold on. I guess we can continue on to get those ingredients for Ajira. Now that we're done here, basically. See no reason not to. What's a short blade at? Ah, nice. Destruction's getting along healthy. Not a bad first sort of combat quest. I quite like this quest. It's a good sort of step up in difficulty, I guess, from the rat quest. Because I mean, the rat quest can be deadly too if you're underprepared for it and you get unlucky with dice rolls and stuff. You can lose the rat quest. And there we are, we're done. I'm not a big fan of how this looks right now, I'll be honest. That's much better, yeah. It's much less washed out. What can I do in regards to camping right now? I don't actually have anything I can use to camp out with. So I think, it's 4 PM. I guess we can go and do Ajira's quest some other time. It's quite, like, late, it's getting dark, it's raining. We're, like, over-encumbered, like, all these different things, yeah. It's thundering too, which is a bit scary. Uh-oh. Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? The sun came out just as we get to Balmora. I love that you can see the Dwemer ruin from Balmora with the view distance mod. I really find that quite charming. There's something really cool about that. I don't know why. Maybe that makes me weird. It probably does. I find little details like that quite charming, because it lets you know the world isn't as big as you think it is, right? It might not be as big as you might imagine it is, but it is as detailed, or even more so, because of how small it is, you know. More like Vattenfell's map is actually quite tiny. But what it is, which is better than being big, is it's very dense, in a good way, if that makes sense. It's there's very little wasted space, or space that the game would be better if it was gone, right? There's very little of that. I'd go as far as to say there's probably none of it, really. And it makes the map feel more... makes the world feel more lived in.
Head on.
Head on. So we have the quest here to turn into Ada's fire ray.
Oh, Outlander, did you want something?
Oh, Outlander. Did you want something? I hate that tone of voice they take on with
What's
you.
this all about?
What's the status of those egg poachers associate? Don't make me assign this to another person. Here you go, both of them. Good. Here's your payment, 100 septims, and we've got some extra potions from a recent raid. Take these. They'll come in handy. Just tell me when you're ready for some more orders. Okay, we'll take a bit of a break from the photos. We've done 2 days of just working for them non-stop. I wanna... go downstairs and sort of claim a room. Or a bed, sorry. I'm going to leave that book there so I can move. I'm going to go downstairs
Can you ask your question quickly?
claim a bed, I guess. Okay, well, I guess this can be ours then. Yeah. We're going to use this to get in there. Easy peasy. There's some stuff already in there, nice. Hours now. Yoink. Okay, so we'll leave some stuff in here that we don't really need. Well, it weighs a lot and is quite hard to carry, I guess you'd say. Or you know, we'll just leave our alchemy ingredients in here. At least all the alchemy ingredients that can't be turned into food, I guess you'd say. Meat raw. Quite a cutlass meat. Interesting. Okay. And we'll leave our books in here too. The directions to Caius and everything, because we already know where he is. We've already been there. Okay. Not bad. We have a bit of money now. I'm going to ask about, see if anybody can teach me how to use an axe a bit better. I want to level up axe as a tertiary skill, I guess.
Do you want something from me?
I'm Hasfatantabolus, Drill Master for the Balmora Fighters Guild. If I have training to the public, and as a considerable discount, and at a considerable discount to members of the Fighters Guild. Balmora's Fighters Guild. Associate, what can be said? We are the few, the proud, the underpaid. Ha ha ha! Okay. Training. Block athletics and attack. Okay, nothing really interesting.
Do you want something from me?
Training. So your name is Priscilla, and you're new here in Balmora? Well, my name is Flania Amelia-Susus. Ameliusus, that's it, okay. And I don't mind answering questions. I have nothing else in my mind right now, and if I start to bore you on Morrowind lore, just let me know. In the first age, the prophet Veloth led the ancestors of the Dunmer from Somerset Isle to Morrowind. To the region of Morrowind. God, I'm really bad at reading, guys. And nothing interesting to say about Balmora. Okay, right, well, fair enough then. Wooden
That was
bucket.
the strangest book I've ever read.
Interesting. Nothing really worth having here. I wonder if anybody can teach us how to use an axe in Balmora. I want to get an axe level because
Ask your question
I want to level up
quickly.
my strength basically. And given that
Your wounds
we
don't
have
look
this
too
axe
bad.
here basically for
You
wood
should
cutting and
find
stuff,
healing
I'm
with
pretty
that.
sure it's affected by what's the name of it? By your axe skill. So it's probably not a bad idea to have axe training. Maybe you can teach me. No.
Head on.
Head on. Were we given instructions by kind of somewhere to go for axe training? He didn't tell us where, who did what. Oh well. Okay. Well, alright then. Besides, I want to go into the razor hole. I want to ask about
You may speak.
basically a better weapon, because this little dagger, as cute as it is, as cute as it looks in our hand, it's just not going to cut it if we get into a real fight. It's not so bad at gutting Quama and Scribs, but I mean, I think soon enough we'll be facing more than Quama and Scribs. So.
Wealth beyond measure, Outlander.
Hello. Barter. Now what to buy? I think an iron short sword would probably cut it. Yeah, an iron short sword would probably be fine. Could also buy a longbow too. A longbow would be an upgrade over our kite and bow. Why not? Caius did say, you know, invest money back into yourself and you'll be fine. So we're going to do that. Although we can get this Imperial short sword here. I quite like the idea of that. It's probably something Priscilla would like using. Even if she doesn't like the Imperial regime, she likes her own style of weaponry, I guess. And obviously it's the sort of weaponry she probably would have been trained with as a kid. Given her dad was more than likely like a retired legionary, right? Makes sense to me. He really just sold me a bow that was like half broken, so I had to immediately repair it. What a sneaky bastard. Oh well, what can you do? What I could do with the rest of this money actually is I could go buy a backpack, and then that's basically we're just fully outfitted at that point. We've got everything we need to do our stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go buy a backpack.
What's your story?
If I remember correctly, Revere here sells it. He also sells a lot of other things. He sells some very powerful weaponry for very cheap. I'm not going to buy that because I don't like the way that it messes with the balance of the game. Brown fur, I guess? Brown fur, sure, why not? Got some decent rings as well here. Nothing we're particularly interested in though. I want to get it for about 190, please. Thanks, buddy. Okay. Yeah, so we're basically just fully outfitted by now, basically. We've got full gear now. Now, it's not particularly good gear by any means, but it's gear. Yeah.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Did I take everything out of it? Yeah, I did. Although we do need to get our hands on alchemy equipment too, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that if we find any while we're rummaging about through caves and such.
Outlander, did you want something?
No. Yeah, and we'll sleep for the night. Wake up very hungry and very thirsty. Drink a bottle of water. I think we might go and fill up these bottles of water. What I want to get my hands on is just a big jug. The big jug is like really good weight-wise for how much water you put in it. Because as you put water into a bottle, it gets more heavy. So look at this. Is this one here? Oh no, it's 4. Oh, okay. So they always start at 4 then. Okay, that's terrible actually. All right. I thought they like increase in weight as you fill them with water. I guess I want to just buy just a standard jug then. It's better weight-wise. In fact, yeah, let's go look for one now. As I say, these first few episodes are more than likely going to be like set up, getting ready to like actually like explore and play the game. Basically, that's the kind of thing with Morrowind. It's a very slow start, which is appropriate actually for an RPG. It's appropriate for you to like your first few hours to be sort of prepping and getting ready to actually adventure. It's a very slow build-up, which I quite enjoy. Ah, there's a jug right there. Thank you. I don't know how much I'm being charged here, or if I'm being charged at all, I don't know. I've got no clue right now. Oh well. I might actually get a candle. For one specific purpose. Then I can't. For one very specific purpose that Yeah, okay. So I'm just thinking about thumbnails, basically. I'm not sure if I'll end up making a new thumbnail. But who knows? I have one from a previous attempt at this this playthrough that I had that I quite liked. I really liked that thumbnail. It's just a bit dark, but I can fix that with edits and stuff. Yeah, basically. Yeah, okay. The reason the last attempt to record this basically failed was because I was recording in MP4 format, and when I recorded in MP4 format, I ended up with these really horrible like sound glitches that came through on the video, which I really was unhappy with, because I put a lot of effort into my series, and to have that be the result, just like this glitchy, horrible audio, I was like, I've made the conscious decision to just restart from the very beginning my my recordings, and that's what I've done basically. Alright, well, we're gonna take a trip on down to what you call it, to the swamps to get some of these mushrooms that Ajira wants from us. $7 AM. Okay. But I've restarted this series with like renewed vigor, and I think it's gonna be a good one. Having this restart and everything. Luckily enough, we didn't get too far before I identified the issues I was having with my audio. I did my best to fix them, but you know, it is what it is. You know, sometimes things go tits up. Hopefully, nothing like that will happen with this playthrough. Or other playthroughs I do in the future. You never know. I might. I've been eyeing up a Skyrim playthrough for a while, but what I want to do is I want to get the first chapter of this done before I even really like sort of consider doing other playthroughs. And I'm not sure how long the first chapter of this is going to be. I think what'll happen is I'll find a point where it just sort of makes sense to me to end it there, the chapter there, and then we'll do, and then I'll take a break and then come back in like a couple months and begin the next chapter. Who knows? Although we're a long way off this chapter being over. This chapter's only just begun. I'm gonna try to stop my, like my habit of just taking every single, bit of heather I see. Because heather is more or less worthless. Especially... Ooh. I was careful. That was scary, even. Heather is basically useless to me. I can't really, like, use it for anything, I don't think. I know that you can make stuff with it, but, I don't really know what useful effects it has other than restore strength, and restore strength I don't really find myself needing that much. Ew. I always forget this little like ashland area here exists. It's so out of place, and yet it sort of fits perfectly. It's very interesting. Sort of slow down here and recover some stamina, because I don't know what could be in either of these swamps. I think we want to hop across this bit of river and go sort of cut this way towards Sedanin. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I'm so glad I installed that water fix mod that makes it so the water fades out organically. So it's not just like massively loud all the time. I much prefer that. All that Tamriel Rebuilt stuff over there. What's this again? Just a sunken ship. Oh, cool. Really makes you like realize how close the Tamriel Rebuilt stuff really is from Morrowind. Like here, from Vardenfell, sorry, it's just like that's like what, like a 100-meter gap, if that. It's crazy. I should probably. Oh, I like this a lot. That is a seriously cool-looking little sword. Glass bottle. You're comfortable. Dirty water. I don't see anything. Let's get the candle out, just in case I'm blind. I should actually turn the thing up a little bit as well. Put this away then. Great. Ooh, moon sugar. Huh. That's an interesting one. You make an opportunity. Ah, hello. The jug. Ooh. Oh, okay. Yes, please. Ah, what are these? Let's take one as a souvenir, why not? A Giant Saber. Is that meant to say ancient, do you think? I think it's meant to say ancient. Not exactly our style, but... yeah, not our style. Now that back me. Not gonna do me any good. Clothes. Expensive shoes. Sell them for a pretty penny. Yeah, we're not above looting the dead, by any means. In fact, it's our primary source of income. Oh, there's a load of floating barrels. Let's take a look at where they are, where they all are. I wonder who owned this ship. I just sneezed and I hit the mute button just in time. You were spared from hearing me go, achoo. Oh, hello, precious. Yeah, again, not our thing, but probably sell for a very, very pretty penny. Wonder what caused all this then? Just shipwreck. Suppose we're lucky we didn't end up like that when we came into Morrowind. Although, given how competent the Imperials are, I wouldn't have been surprised. Alright, then let's look around and get some of these mushrooms that Ajiro wants. I'm gonna... wait, I didn't drop the saber. Fuck. Let's drop that, okay. Just chuck that on the floor then. It's not any use to us, and that pirate's probably not gonna need it anymore. I say pirate, that whatever you'd call him. I might actually take this opportunity while we're in this sort of easier area to level up my my short blade, because you want to keep on top of leveling up your sort of secondary skills like that while you can, because with Morrowind you very quickly reach a point where you can't level those skills without having to just go to really boring, unfun areas. You've got to sort of be playing tip-top, I guess. You know, you've got to be... To ensure you survive in Morrowind, you've got to make sure you're using what you've got available to you that's the best, right? For the most part. That's not true, actually. I'm hyping the game up as being way more difficult than it is. My mistake, sorry. Hello. What's this all about then? I remember once I had a mod that turned this. I made a mod. Sorry, myself. I made a mod that sort of. Do I have a? I don't trust this. Oh, never mind. I had a mod that I basically made this area into a home for a necromancer character I was playing at the time. Yes, please. Yeah, Priscilla's not a big fan of these horrible noises we're hearing. I don't think I am either. That's a ghost. Oh. Ah, not so tough, were you, undead bastard? So what is this then? Some sort of tomb? I don't like the look of that, but it's only because I know what it is. Oh, that hurt. That hurt quite a lot. Yeah, no, Bone Walkers are no joke. Lord Bryn. Oh! Oh! Please don't die. Oh, fine. Whoa! Sure, why not? The ashes of Lord Bryn. I guess we can leave his ashes alone. He's not going to need that anymore, is he? That was barely worth it, but sure. Why not? None of these have anything in them, do they? Just, yeah. Old loads of nothing. Interesting. Got some useful scrolls. Yeah, Priscilla's not particularly interested in observing Dunmer sort of burial rites or you know, like, she doesn't really give a crap about looting their tombs. If she wants to, if she feels like it, and there's something valuable in there that she kind of wants, yeah, I mean, why not? That said, I didn't go in there knowing that was in there. I knew it was in there, but I didn't like make the decision to go in there because that was in there. I went in there because Priscilla was really curious about it. I want to pick up these coda flowers and stuff like that, and draggle tails. What would Priscilla do with that ring, I wonder? Or, mushrooms down here. Mushroom, mushroom, mushroom. Poor thing. Didn't have a chance really, did it? I resisted that. That's lucky. That's a paralysis. You get hit with that, yeah, there's a good chance you'll die to it. Especially at low levels. I resisted it again. Interesting. That must be my willpower, actually. Yeah, it must be the willpower that's carrying me through that. Hello. Tax record, hello. Tax records. Processors, Vitellius, Sadanine, Census, and Excise's office. Oh, he was a bloodsucker. Not the sort that, Priscilla usually hunts, but, a bloodsucker nonetheless. I don't imagine she'd shed any tears over his death. I don't think she would, no. Obviously, she's not gonna, like, celebrate it by any means, but... Oh no, a taxman died. Oh no. Yeah, she's probably not really gonna give any particular care. Just like, oh, okay. Not really my problem, but thanks for telling me. You know, let's give him some pants, just to preserve his dignity. I think we're nearly at Sadanine, right? Yeah, just over there. Okay, well, I didn't particularly plan this route with the idea of getting a lot of money from it. Like, it seemed natural to come down this way to get the stuff we wanted. But we have found some decent-ish things, actually. Some fairly decent equipment and the like. Yeah, not bad. Now, Sadanine doesn't really have anywhere we can sleep for the night, which kind of blows. We can just get the thing back to Balmora, the Silt Strider. But thinking about it, I need to get my hands on some sort of something to, like a covered bedroll anyway. So. So we could stay in Sadanine and just sort of chill around here for a little while. It's not a terrible idea. I think we got all the mushrooms we needed, right? Yeah, we got all of them. I love this little... There's something really cool about that. It's very cluttered and I like that. I like cluttered cities and cluttered, like, stuff like that. I don't know. I guess we're not gonna bother. We're gonna keep the secret of Processors Vitalis' murder to ourselves, because, I mean, we don't really care, and if somebody killed somebody to get their taxes back. Could easily have just been a mud crab killing him, you know, he didn't look free. Ah, that is an issue. Moon sugar.
Outlander, what do you want?
What do you want? I don't recall seeing you here before. Is this your first visit to Sadanine? Yeah, I only lately arrived in Barnville. Then permit me to welcome you to town. How long do you plan to stay among us? I don't know. Tell me about the place. It wasn't always like this. Before the Imperials came, there were just a few of us managing on our own and doing just fine. I do not see that the Imperials have done much to improve life here. Well, that's because they very rarely do. Speak up. Head on.
You've got my ear. Let's hear it.
Hey, welcome back to Sadie Priscilla. You've certainly changed since the first time I saw you, so you need a blade. Relax, Kai's Casades sent me your name and description. I'm your blade, contact and Sadie. I understand, you understand why I could not say anything to you before, right? You know, you need to learn to control that shocked I've been discovered look and come up with a good lie when someone accuses you of being a member of a secret organization. Fair enough. Kais? Yeah, I don't see him as, I didn't see him as much as those in Balmora, so I don't know him that well, but Caius knows his job. And knows that I know mine, and he knows to let me do it. Isn't it a little worrisome, you know, working under someone who, well, you know, is addicted to skooma? Novice. The new ones are so naive. You do know this, you don't know his being a skooma addict is just a cover, right? Yeah, sure, that's why this place stunk of it. Okay. Give me any advice about the place? Yeah, some neglected ancestral tombs around here. Locals don't like it, but you can find some nice bits. Ghosts and ancestral spirit guardians are dangerous. Yeah, I've already been in one. And tell me about the place? Yeah, Morrowind is the northeasternmost province of the Tamrielic Empire, bounded on the north and east by the ocean, and on the west by Skyrim, on the southwest by Cyrodiil, also known as Imperial Province, and on the south by Blackmarsh, also known as Argonia. Interesting. Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
What's your story?
What's your story? Let's ask about actually. Maybe somebody here can teach us axe. Training. Long blade, block, and medium armor. Yeah.
Speak up. Masera. Speak freely, friend.
He must be new to Sydney and just passing through, I suppose. Yeah, I think that if it went up for the Imperial Office of Sensitizers and Excise, Sydney would just be another bitter coast smuggling port. Never always seen a place which Imperial influence has done so much to lift the locals out of their squalor. And still, some of these done cling almost stubbornly to their sad existence. Right, you sound like the sort of person we're not a big fan of.
What's your story?
May the wind be on your back.
While Priscilla isn't necessarily the biggest fan of, like, probably, she doesn't know enough about Dunmer culture. She probably thinks it's a bit weird and doesn't really like it. I don't think she's going to look down on it like that. She's not, some hoity-toity, sort of stuck-up prick like that guy is. That's not Priscilla. What to do about this moon sugar, I wonder? Because this moon sugar is a good, we'll just chuck it down here for now. It's a good, a good bit of money later down the line when I get a chance to sell it. Although we don't know anybody that would be willing to take it off us right now. We might have to make a Thieves Guild contact or something to get rid of that. Maybe Revere. Yeah, maybe Revere.
I offer the best values in town.
But what can I sell you then, my friend? Well, first of all, get rid of these shoes, don't need them. Silver longsword, yep. I've got all these diamonds on me. I can sell them for a pretty penny to him as well. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I think I can probably get about 500 out of him for that lot. 480. They're not bad. Do you have any good spells, actually? Nope, nothing good. And barter again. I saw that he sold, getting some bread's actually not a bad idea. You sell a covered bedroll, don't you, for 20, it weighs 20, which is a bit of a pain. I want to keep this ash statue, it's interesting. I'm always sort of in love with ash statues. I don't know why. Let's sell some of this hound meat. Sell him 5 bits of it. And then we'll take the thingy off his hands. Wonderful. Alright, I guess we're going to start getting back to Balmora then. I think we're just about fully kitted out now. We've got like something to sleep in, some stuff to make fires with, etc, stuff like that. Full set of armor. Got this brand spanking new ring, which I'll be honest, I kind of forgot was in that in that too.
What do you want?
What do you want? You have come down with the flu. Wonderful. I suppose I'm not really that surprised. Pick up these, what you call it? Achoo! What do we think? It looks like another destroyed ship, but it could... I don't know. There's a note on it. Interesting. Oh, wow. Floating bound. Okay. This wreck of the once great Squid Runner is up for sale, cheap. Come see Three Fangs and Seydanine if you want it. Very interesting. So I guess this is a house then. That's kind of... It's kind of quaint, actually. If we could maybe get it operational again, that wouldn't be a... I could see that being quite a useful thing. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Although I think we'd rather... Like, as much as Priscilla's not, like, adverse to living out in the sticks and sort of living that way, she's also not... she's also quite enjoys niceties, like, you know, warmth and the city and stuff like that. 3 pieces of firewood. Wonderful. I'm so, like, over-incompetent, man. I'm pretty sure that this mod, like, was designed with the idea of you being a big, strong Nord who, like, can carry everything in the world at once. When you're a little dainty Imperial lady, you can't carry a whole lot. You feel the effects of not being a Nord with a lot of carry weight. Here's what it is. What can you do? I need to drop something. I guess I need to just chuck some rat meat away. And then we'll go and get set up somewhere. Sleep for the night, basically. We're gonna cook a load of food as well, though, before we sleep. We've got a lot of meat that we could cook up. This spot here doesn't look too bad. Yeah, this isn't too bad at all. Oh. I didn't want to drop one firewood. Create a campfire. Add supports requires 3 firewood. Alright, let's go chop up some more wood then. I wonder if this is leveling my axe. Let's see. Axe. No, it's not. And the rain stopped. Obviously 3 pieces of firewood. Wonderful. Time to get rid of something else. What I should have done was I should have put the bedroll down. I'm going to quickly chuck that there. And then I'm going to run up and I'll go get it again when I've recovered. My game just froze. Oh, okay, that was... I've never had that in the entire time I played this game. Very odd, oh well. Add supports. Attach cooking pot. Cooking pot. Add ladle. Add water. Add ingredient. Meat. Let's cook up some hound meat and some pork bulb and some... Do any of these have any luminous rasool, I guess? Add ingredient and a herb. Let's add some heather. Light fire. Add firewood. It's got like a full-on cooking. This mod is so well made, dude. Whoever made this mod should be so proud of themselves. It's like... It's obviously basically like a prequel or sequel, I guess, whatever you want to call it, to Ashfall, right? Which was a Skyrim mod. And it's really cool. I need to actually reset up. I've got like a little thing I do basically where I have like a hole in my inventory so I can do this. So that I can place things down easier. Like so. That's good. Might add a grill. Requires 1 grill. What? I thought I already had a grill. Let's go get our ash statue. Achoo! How much firewood do I have? I'm out of it, I think. I should probably go and get some more. Yeah. Don't want my stew to burn though. Damn, those are all really good. Fill a container with the stew. You have no containers to fill? It's probably not a great idea to do that, to chuck away the whatchamacallit. Eat the stew. Alright. Well, I'm gonna leave that there while I gather more firewood. I'm a big fan of Ashfall, I can already tell. Playing Morrowind without this mod is probably never going to be the same again, you know. Stew effect has worn off. I don't know why the stew effects wear off so quickly. That's one thing I'm not sure about. I might have to look into that. I'm not sure if it's meant to wear off that quick. Mod config. Ashfall. Override timescale. This will adjust the timescale on each new game. To adjust the timescale on the current game, toggle this to true and adjust the slider below. It's 30, one in-game day equals 48, a value of 15 to 25 is highly recommended. Imagine playing at a timescale of 1, that'd be crazy. That'd be insane. Let's eat some more stew, why not? Guess we're gonna look into our... What books have we got to read right now? Do we have any books on us? Don't think we do we? Let's have a lie down. That's quaint. Right, let's get up and I guess we'll just sleep. There's no... I'll add my last bit of firewood to it. There you go. My last couple bits of firewood actually. Got no firewood again. Yeah, we'll sleep for about 11 hours. Eat some stew for breakfast. Remove the pot. Remove the supports. And destroy the campfire. Pick that up. What a gorgeous little mod, honestly. I'll never let anybody say anything bad about Ashfall ever again. I'll never hear anybody say anything bad about it. But on that note, I think we'll end the episode here today. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one.